Hello and welcome to the weekly show. I'm your host, Chris Smyth. Thank you so much for joining us. Wow, what a show we have for you tonight. Our guest tonight is none other than world-renowned physicist, Dr. Stephen Hawking. I'm being told we don't have wheelchair access to the studio, so we won't be having him on the show. This brings us to our new segment. Seriously guys, I thought we talked about this and decided that we weren't going to use it. This is why we need rehearsals. This will not get anyone on the show. Now then, if there's anyone that wants to come on the show and get something off their chest, really, how about this? I'll ask some questions, we'll get to know each other a little better, have a good time doing it. Fine, can we just go back to the original? Thanks guys, we're waiting to hear from you.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Colonel Gaddafi and former Lord of the Rings Uruk-hai was found in a hole by Libyan rebels. He was soon shot by the rebels after pleas of "don't shoot." Confirmation of his death took a while due to the fact he's looked dead for years. I kind of think this wouldn't have happened if he had just got himself some proper muscle instead of the hottest girls around to be his bodyguard. In banking news, the credit ratings agency Moody has downgraded 12 UK banks. Wait, why does that name sound familiar? Is it the credit agency that backed the Lehman Brothers mortgage bonds that caused the financial crisis?
Those toxic mortgages were scooped up by Wall Street firms that bottled them in complex financial instruments and turned to the credit rating agencies to get a label declaring them to be safe. Moody's and Standard & Poor's, and the ratings that they gave to the key financial instruments that fueled the financial crisis.
No, it can't be them. Maybe it's a new chocolate bar you throw at raging PMS and girls to avoid their wrath. So if this is the same ratings agency that is responsible for the financial crisis we're in at the moment, that would be a real slap in the face. I'm being told it's the same ratings agency. Moody, Finch, Standard & Poor's are actual ratings agencies that swore back in 2008 to everyone that the mortgages, which later turned out to be toxic, were a good investment. It's like a drug dealer saying that it's the best coke you'll ever have, when really he's just selling you rat poison. The downgrades include a 2-notch cut from government-controlled RBS from an A2 to a AA3, and a cut from 1 notch of Lloyd's TSB from an A1 to an A2. Really? Is that it? Our lowest downgrade was to a AA3. That's not even a downgrade to an Asian F, which in the UK would be about a B. So all this panic and share drops was for nothing. But why should we be downgraded by American credit agencies that are so incompetent that they helped cause the global financial crisis? Let's just downgrade these credit agencies from actual credit agencies to a cheap whore. In the end, they both take your money and leave you with an empty feeling inside. We'll be right back. Welcome back. In the world of evil geniuses, there's many new weapons in their arsenal. Many have dreamed of a cross between a deadly predator and a member of the X-Men. Finally, it's here. We give you Cyclops Shark. Part Shark, part Cyclops.
Open the tank!
Wait, this means that we're no longer the top predator. Well, we at the weekly show will put an end to this. Suit me up, Manuel, and let's get this son of a bitch. We humans have already taken sharks out before through explosions,
You son of a...
electrocutions, and more explosions. It's fine, we've got this. Let's go.
It's already dead.
What do you mean it's already dead?
It was only a fetus that died as it was being sliced out of its mother's womb.
Oh. Well, I didn't suit up for nothing, so, let's get the Kraken. No, not that one. No. That's the one. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The Dale Farm evictions happened this week with several members of the travelling community being arrested. It's not like they started barricading themselves and tying themselves to the barricade, warning the police that, you know, if they tried to break it down, they'd die, because that would just be crazy.
That people are gathering.
There's a woman attached to a massive lock-on by her neck and her arms, and another man attached to the same lock-on by his arms. If anyone crashes this gate, these people will die.
This is the largest traveller site in the UK, although it's hard to call it a traveller site when they actually haven't moved in 10 years. They're individuals who just live in a caravan at this stage. But the last time a traveller was evicted from anywhere was Paddy Doherty from My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding on Big River, and they had to pay him £500,000 to leave the house, otherwise he'd still be there. We'll be right back. So that's our show. These are dicks. Apparently I'm off to get my hair cut this week. Catch you next time.